Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bethany and I am a full-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark. You may know me from Instagram at Just Thrift It. And today I wanted to share with you guys how I sell on Facebook Marketplace. So I've gotten a lot of questions on my Instagram account about this. So I wanted to make this video to just kind of answer the basic questions I've gotten. First of all, I wanted to go into how to sell on Facebook Marketplace. I know some people are not very familiar with it or they've never tried it. So how it works is I have joined several different buy-sell trade groups in my area. So I live in Colorado and I believe I'm part of like 4 different groups of just like surrounding places to where I live. So I join those groups specific to my area, and then once I join them, I can sell things, I can buy things, I can trade if that's something that I want to do. I've never actually done that, but I've done a lot of buying and selling. And I personally think that selling on Facebook Marketplace is a great way to declutter things in your house. So whether you're spring cleaning or whether you just have a junk drawer that you're trying to clean out or furniture you're trying to get rid of, I would highly recommend trying to sell it on Facebook Marketplace because the pickup is very easy. People can come, you can meet them, and the exchange goes very fast, and it's an easy way to just make some extra income while also decluttering your house. So for me, I generally sell small household items or a few like kids or women's clothing items. A few examples would be like a nightstand that I sold or a side table. I've sold some pillows, I've sold some blankets, just sold a rug. And I've sold a few kids items, just like clothing lots. And yesterday, for example, I sold a women's pair of Sorel boots. I had bought them for $10 at a thrift store and sold them for $50. One of the questions I've gotten is, do I buy things specifically from thrift stores to sell on Facebook Marketplace? Honestly, the answer is no. So generally speaking, I buy things for our house. So we just moved into a house less than a year ago, so I've been working hard to kind of find like home decor items while thrifting. But I always have the mindset in the back of my mind, like, if I get home and it doesn't work or I don't like it, then I can easily just flip it on Facebook Marketplace. For example, a couple weeks ago, I bought a side table that was absolutely adorable. I thought that it would be perfect for one of our couches. Got home, just didn't love it. It was too small for our space, and I think I paid $12 for it. I ended up selling it for $30 on Facebook Marketplace. So it's always nice to know that I can buy home goods. If they don't end up working for me, then they're going to work for someone else. And I can sell them and make a few dollars and get it out of my house. So I also wanted to share, and this has probably been the biggest question about selling on Facebook Marketplace, is porch pickup. So I only do porch pickup when I sell an item. And what that means is I take the item I'm selling, I set it out on the porch for them, and I message them and tell them, like, first of all, my address, obviously, and then I tell them, please leave the cash under my front doormat. And I know that raises a lot of red flags with people. I know that it makes people feel uncomfortable just having a stranger come to their house, and I get it. And I'm going to give you a couple pieces of advice that has worked well for me. I have yet to be scammed. I have always had people come and take the item and leave the cash. So it hasn't been an issue so far. I know obviously anything can change, but here are a few tips that I do to make sure that I don't get scammed. When someone messages me and says that they are interested in an item and want to come pick it up, I always click their Facebook profile and I kind of just look through a few posts and pictures, and I want to make sure that they're legit. So I want to see their pictures. I want to see what they look like. I want to make sure that they seem like they are actually going to come to my house and buy the item and not try to do anything else or not try to scam me. I know sometimes it can be hard to tell, but I would say just trust your gut feeling. If you're checking out someone's Facebook profile and you don't feel comfortable with them coming to your house, don't give them your address. There have been a couple times that I have not felt comfortable giving someone my address, so I simply don't. And you can either just say, not respond to them. You can just say like pending pickup if you have more messages that are from people who are interested. But that being said, just like yeah, always go with your gut. Obviously, your safety, and especially if you have young kids in the house, like that's a top priority. And don't just give your address to anyone. I would really like try to filter people out and just try to see if you can sense like that they truly are just coming to take the item and nothing else. The other thing is about leaving cash under the doormat. So I know that this is just completely a trust thing. You are trusting that they are going to actually leave the cash and not just steal the item. And I know that that can be very scary. So for me personally, this is what I do. First of all, after you've like looked at their Facebook profile and you think they seem, legit and okay to come to your house, like usually those type of people are going to be the ones that are going to leave the cash, and you can kind of tell like based on your communication. A lot of people, after I give them their address, they'll be like, where should I leave the cash? So you can kind of just like sense if they're going to actually leave the cash or not. So for me personally, this is what I do, and judge if you want, but this is what has worked well for me. We have a Ring doorbell, which if you're not familiar, you can see who comes to your door, you can watch them live. So honestly, I am always home when people come to pick up items, and that's not necessarily planned. It's just like usually when I list an item, I get messages right away wanting to come get it that same day, and I'm usually already home. So I get like a notification when someone's walking to my front door. And so I always click like watch them live. So I'm literally watching these people from my Ring doorbell as they pick up the item and leave the cash. And if they were to pick up the item and not leave any cash, I would open the door on them and at least take my item back. And like I'm not scared to do that. And like I would always walk out there with my phone if it were to happen. If like, yeah, I need to have 911 dialed or my husband on speed dial or whatever. But that being said, I have not had any issues with it yet. I would just obviously always take precautions, and if you don't feel comfortable giving your address to someone, then don't do it. And if you don't feel comfortable having someone ever come to your house and pick something up on the porch, then don't do it and go meet them. I mean, there are options. For me personally, I choose to always do porch pickup because it just saves a lot of time. I don't have to go out and meet someone, and it's really not worth my time to do so. So yeah, I mean, that is pretty much it. I have done really well with it. Yesterday, when I had someone come for the Sorel boots, we have like our front door and then a screen door, and so I actually left the front door open and the screen door shut, and it was locked. But I feel like people, when they come and pick up an item, and I did this because it was like a higher priced item, like I usually sell things for $5 and $10, and so yeah, I wanted to make sure they pay, and I kind of wanted to like scare them a little bit if they weren't going to pay. So I feel like people are going to be more hesitant to try to take the item and run when my door is open. So that being said, I don't know, it's what works for me. It may not work for you, or maybe you want to try it and just wanted some advice or how it works for me. So anyways, that's what I do. I've been doing it for several months now, and so far so good. And it's been a great way to just declutter our house and to bring in a few extra dollars. Honestly, always fun. It's like the thrill of it when you sell something and you walk outside and you pick up your doormat and there's, $5 or $10 or whatever. So I think it's kind of fun. It kind of honestly gets addicting, which that's how I am with reselling and stuff too. So yeah, I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. I tried to just kind of answer the basics of what it looks like to sell on Facebook Marketplace. So if you have additional questions that I didn't cover or want some more explanation on anything, please let me know. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe this video so you get notifications whenever I do post additional videos. I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.